Hello, everyone. Gary Husted here with G2 Home Services, and we are your kitchen and bathroom remodeling specialist. And today I wanted to take a couple minutes and just talk to you about preparing for a remodeling project in your home. Now, what does that mean? I mean, there's many things that obviously go into any remodeling project. One of the biggest thing is your belongings, guys. Um, any personal items, anything that's got sentimental value, anything like a knickknack, a family heirloom, something that you keep out and post it up for everyone to see. You're going to want to remove that from the area that we're working well before we ever get there to the project. Also, same thing goes for any expensive furniture, TVs, electronic components, anything like that that could potentially cause a major issue. We want you to go ahead and move that out of yourselves. Obviously, we do our best to make sure that if there is any furniture that must be moved, we do it very carefully and try to make sure that it's done in a way that makes sense and can keep your things as safe as possible. However, accidents do happen. I have seen in the past on other projects where customers have come to me and said, "Oh, so and so broke my TV. So and so did this. So and so did that." In order to keep ourselves to the point where we don't have the liability of that, we just ask that you move most of those items yourself. Have there been issues before? Yes, everybody runs across issues. At my mother-in-law's house, we actually did her flooring, and I broke her TV cabinet. I was able to put it back together and fix everything, but it's just one of those things that can become an issue later on down the road if you don't address it up front. The next thing would obviously be preparing for your selection items. Now, when you do a project at your home, one of the first things we do once we sign up is obviously going to be to file for the permit information. The next thing is going to be to go and have our selections meeting at ProSource. Excuse me. Now, when we do that selections meeting, we're going to go through every aspect of your project, what needs to be done, what items, no matter how small, all the way down to the grout color, the receptacle color, all of those types of things are going to get picked out right there at ProSource. Expect to be there from 30 minutes to 2 hours, depending on the size of your project. And we're going to go through every one of these items and make sure that we've got them all put in place. Now, with that being said, we want you to be comfortable with the selection you make. If you can't make any set choices right there while you're on site, then you can also, they'll allow you to check out some items and take them home with you, see what they look like in your light, see what they look like in your home, maybe with your furniture, things like that. And so that's one of the other main things that we want you to do when you're preparing for this project. Another thing that needs to be done quite expeditiously is the notice of commencement. Basically, when we file for your permit, we also have to file a notice of commencement before we can have our inspections done. And by doing this, we need a notarized copy from the homeowner. That's got to be the person that's on the records as the owner of the home, and they have to have that notarized so that way we turn that in. The county is basically putting us into an agreement with one another that we're doing work in your home. One of the main things that I feel like gets overlooked in a lot of remodeling projects, and even though I bring this up to every client, somehow it still falls on deaf ears, is what are you going to do during the project? Say if we're doing your kitchen remodel, how are you going to wash your dishes? Where are you going to cook your food? You know, some of these kitchen remodel projects can take 6 to 8 weeks. We're going to do the best that we can to get you at least some sort of normalcy while we're doing the project. However, it's just not easy. If you live in a one bathroom home and we're doing a bathroom remodel and it's going to take us 4 to 6 weeks on your bathroom, where are you going to shower? Where are you going to brush your teeth? Where are you bathing? If we're redoing your laundry area and we have your laundry disconnected, how are you going to wash your clothes? Keep these things in mind whenever you're getting ready to have a remodeling project done, because these are oftentimes big issues that can come up if they're not addressed before the project begins. Again, we always try to make sure that we've got a route in place for you guys while we're doing the projects, but oftentimes those things can be overlooked or kind of disregarded by the client because they don't think it's going to be as much of a hindrance as it actually is once the project commences. Keep in mind, once these things start, guys, there's not a lot that we can do to speed up the process. We're waiting on materials, we're waiting on permits, we're waiting on inspections. So once they get going, it's just kind of at the pace of the project. And we try to keep the foot on the pedal as far as getting them done, but oftentimes hiccups happen. So just wanted you guys to be aware of some of the things that you should prepare for when having a remodeling project done in your home. If you have any other questions or want to follow up with anything further, feel free to give us a call at the office, 727 478-5279, or as always on Facebook, facebook.com/G2 Home Services. Thanks, everyone.